Thousands flooded the streets of D.C. today in both protest and remembrance. The March for Life rally against abortion coincides with the 42nd anniversary of the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade decision. Suzanne Kennedy joins us now live from the Supreme Court where that decision was handed down. Suzanne?
1, 2, 3.
Well, Leon, we are winding down a long day of events here. We've got a school group that just wrapped up taking a picture, and just a few minutes before that, we heard from a group called Silent No More, women who were speaking out about how they regretted having an abortion. Lots of different events taking place here in the Washington area to mark this 42nd anniversary. Hundreds of thousands of people made the pilgrimage to Washington, D.C. today to rally against a decision made 42 years ago.
Abortion is wrong. Abortion is killing. Abortion is dead.
The 1973 Roe v. Wade decision legalized abortion. 4 decades later, it remains a divisive issue. This is Alan Schwartz's 17th time at this January event. He and his wife brought their entire family from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
We need to be a culture that supports women who are blessed with a child.
At noon, speakers addressed the crowd saying every life is a gift. Many of today's participants were from Catholic schools across the country, part of a movement that calls itself the pro-life generation.
If you look around the march, it's a lot of young people and kids and high schoolers and college kids, and I think it's really inspiring that we can come together for a movement that's so meaningful to us when we're still so young.
Anti-abortion demonstrators moved up Constitution Avenue and headed to the Supreme Court, where Emily Krevling was one of a smaller group of pro-abortion rights demonstrators.
I'm definitely here as a woman who believes that I should be able to make choices about my body and my future, and I really think that this has more implications for women than just whether or not they can have access to an abortion.
As you can see, both sides of this issue are being represented here at the Supreme Court. A lot of people will wind down and wrap up this day by celebrating Mass at local Catholic churches. Reporting live at the U.S. Supreme Court, Suzanne Kennedy, ABC 7 News.
Thank you, Suzanne. Well, as that rally made its way through the district inside the Capitol, Republicans forced through legislation in the House barring the use of any federal funds for abortions. That measure would also block tax credits that help fund abortion coverage in Obamacare health plans, but it fell short of the ban on late-term abortions that many Republicans were pushing for. The White House has promised to veto if that legislation reaches the president's desk.